Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special video for you. I love Harvey, and I actually saw a 2-year-old makeup video. She did a 90s inspired makeup tutorial. She included some of the products, but in this case I kind of wanted to keep it very simple and just say just basic simple steps to keep it even easier. So she actually started off with a cleanser, a hydrating mist. She even had a lip balm, but in this case I'm gonna do very simple steps. So I decided to first cleanse my face, and then now I'm gonna apply a toner and a moisturizer. And I go ahead, and I think this is a CVS brand, but it's a very basic toner. I am extremely frugal, so I do not mind not spending too much money. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually like using my fingers because I noticed that when I was using a cotton pad, a lot of the product was going into the cotton pad and not onto my face. I actually like to pat it into my skin. Let's turn off my phone. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lotion. And I actually use Lubriderm. Some people may think it's thick lotion, but I put a dot. And I love the smell of it, just smells so clean. So here's my face. After the cleanser, then the toner, and then the lotion. So back to what Lori did. She first did a cleanser, a hydrating mist, toner, serum, eye cream, moisturizer with serum, and then she did a lip balm. In my case, I already cleansed my face, put a toner and moisturizer, and now instead of a lip balm, I will do Vaseline. I have a huge tub of Vaseline. It lasts me forever. I constantly use it every night before I go to sleep, and basically throughout the day I am a Burt's Bees girl, so I usually have Burt's Bees on hand, but Vaseline, Cetaphil, those are my number ones in regards to moisturizing my lips. So, as you can see, it's very simple for me to do the pre-makeup look. I don't really go into the serums and everything because I think I have a normal skin. It's not too oily, it's not too dry, and the Lubriderm in itself keeps it moisturized. I don't like to do too many things because I am prone to getting acne, and right now this process has been working for me. So whatever process works for you, I'd go ahead and try whichever way you want to prep your face. So let's move on to makeup. Lori actually starts with primer. I do not use primer because someone told me, and I believe 100% in this, that primer actually clogs the pores, because what it's doing is it is clogging the pores and all the little holes in your face so that your makeup looks very nice and translucent. Instead, I'm gonna actually use a different step that she provided in her video, which I thought was pretty cool, to use translucent powder all over your face. So I thought that was very interesting because I would think you would first, just after primer, go in with the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this translucent powder. Again, I would recommend going for any type of translucent powder that fits the color of your skin tone. So I tapped it on my brush, and all you do is just put it all over your face apparently, and it creates a base. I guess like somewhat of a primer in a way, but I've never done this before, so let's see how it turns out. I want to be inspired by people's makeup, but I kind of want to have my own little twist on it as well to fit my needs and what I think is good for my own skin tone, my own skin texture, and I think we should all do that. It's really nice to see someone who has some melanin in her skin. I did the translucent powder. This is what it looks like right now. As you can see, I have a little blemish. Of course, the one day I decide to film, I have a blemish. After that trick of using the translucent powder, then she goes ahead and uses the setting spray. I wanted to do also a talk through, a get ready with me / update about my life. So I guess I'll talk about a few things going on in my life right now. One thing I can't talk about right now because I want to announce it with Greg, but we have a huge announcement. We decided to do something. I think only like 2 people know, and maybe our parents, but I'm so excited to talk about it, and I've always wanted to do this since probably I was like 26 years old, so it's gonna be super exciting to tell you guys and have you guys come along this journey, so watch out for that video. It should be the one right after this one, so it's gonna be exciting. So moving on, now we go into foundation. I have a few foundations I can use. Lori actually combined 2 different colors together, which makes sense because everyone's skin tone is different. I have this darker tone right here and like a more lighter tone. I usually, you know, go with whatever I think is best. And if I need to go back in with, let's say, like a bronzer, I'll do that, because at times like my concealer will be like a little too bright under my eye, even though I feel like I have really bad bags under my eyes. So I went ahead and wet my beauty blender, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this foundation. Yesterday we did a new video. I feel like it's been a while since we did like a video together, even though probably like last week we did a review or something. That's like our new thing, is to do these food reviews because we both love food. Yeah, I had Greg do my makeup yesterday. He's such a perfectionist that I was surprised. Actually, he did a really good job. And I guess he really does see what I do with my eyes, because yeah, you guys will see that video. But I always thought it's weird like to update people on my life, because I'm like, nobody cares about my life. But then again, I watch these YouTube videos of these girls and like hear about their lives and what they're up to and what they do, etc, etc. And obviously me and Greg just started doing YouTube, so we already had our careers in line when we met each other. Came about just through conversation that I was already on social media and wanted to pursue social media, but like at a leisurely rate. So I never thought of YouTube, like, scratch that. I thought about YouTube. I actually made a makeup tutorial back in 2015 or 16, and I just never actually posted it or put it public because it was too scary at the time. As a girl from an Indian community, it could be like scary to put yourself out there knowing that it's a full community out here ready to rip you a new one, ready to defame you, ready to talk badly about you in any way they could. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna put myself out there. And I think that everything works out according to plan. Even your failures, your setbacks, your wins, all of those things happen for a reason. Because I ended up meeting the most amazing person who is 100% on board with me for this whole YouTube journey. And it's nice having a partner to combine your thoughts with. So, clearly right now, I look very translucent. But you gotta wait and see. As all you girlies know with makeup, the ending is where it all comes together. After the foundation, she went in with concealer, and she used 2 different concealers. I have like 5 different concealers, so I just pick which one I want to like deal with for the day, or like which one has the best like softness and blendability. This one blends so well. It's the All Day Idol Brightening Concealer by CoverGirl, and then this one is Maybelline that you get at the CVS store. This one's super bright. This one's kind of more along my skin tone, so I'll go ahead and do along my skin tone, and if I need to brighten it up, I will. So back to what I was saying, we both have full-time jobs, and this was kind of like a side gig. My job right now, I really love it so much. I can't see myself anywhere else, and I love my boss. It is pretty far, but my boss makes it worth it. She's just such a kind person, understanding person, and she's just super sweet, and I feel like I could talk to her if I need to. She's not like you know, every boss is intimidating, and I feel like there should be always respect with your bosses, but she's just a person that I could just come to if I need to talk about anything, literally. She's just so personable. And that's why I feel like that's a good, really good boss. Probably the best boss I've ever had. Cover up my blemish right here. Go along my nose. I have a crooked nose, so kind of stop right there. Shout out to Shilpa for giving me a ton of her makeup. I really appreciate you, Shilpa. So next, we're gonna move on with the translucent powder under the eyes. I'm just gonna use the same powder I used throughout my whole face, like how Lori did in the beginning. She actually let it sit under her eyes, so I'm gonna do that. I was about to start blending, and I was like, oops, wait. She moved on to eyebrows. She did an eyebrow gel at the end after she drew in her eyebrows. She does love eyebrow gel. I, on the other hand, hate eyebrow gel. I think it makes my eyebrows feel like stuck, like literally gel in my eyebrows, so it's very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I do for my eyebrows. I keep it very simple. I go ahead and use the Naked palette, aka the Naked palette, which Greg said in the makeup tutorial video that my boyfriend does my makeup. I use the black color crepe. I take the little side of the brush, tap it very lightly. I haven't done my eyebrows at all. Use one of those like blades, because now that I live kind of far, it's more expensive to do eyebrows, and I'm like, why wouldn't I just blade them? It's not that big of a deal. But if I have like a special occasion, I'll either go near my parents to get my eyebrows done, or I'll just pay like the $20, which is insane, literally insane. So one thing to remember, which I still make this mistake, is to not go dark at all at the corner of your eyebrow, or you're gonna look extremely angry. So if anything, like at the end when you're done doing both eyebrows, I would just take the excess and swipe very, very, very slightly. Hopefully I don't look angry. After eyebrows, we go ahead and buff out the under eyes. And as you can see, I'm still looking a little frosty, but you don't remember that we need to bronze, we need to blush, we need to do all those nice things. So Lori actually didn't take off the under eye powder, but I decided to, and I'm gonna move on to her next step, which is the bronzer. My favorite bronzer. It's basically almost done. It's called Too Faced, but that doesn't matter because I feel like you should use whichever bronzer fits you. So I go ahead, I go right above the line right here above my ear, and it goes down. I go right above it, right above my cheekbones, and I always drag it up towards my hairline. As you can see, my blemish. I actually used to have really bad acne, so I shouldn't even complain actually. I had these black cysts all over my cheeks. I'm very bad at updating you guys about my life because I got distracted and started doing my makeup and I needed to concentrate, but as you can see, the color is coming back into my skin. And with my nose, like I said, it is crooked, which you guys probably don't notice, but maybe you will now. I don't really like going down the sides, but I'll like slightly go down very lightly on each side. But if I go too hard, it just looks even more crooked. I always do the tip of my nose. I always do my forehead. And I do the bottom of my chin very lightly because one time I did too hard and I looked crazy. I'm gonna move on to highlighter. It's by Amrezy, but she doesn't even sell it anymore. I don't think it's even available on the site, but you could check. So I do the tip of my nose, cheeks. A lot of people do the top of their lip. Moving on to eyeshadow. Lori actually does very like orangey brown tones, and I'm gonna do around the same thing as her, but keep it more natural to myself. So I'll go ahead and apply the brown tone on my lid. I'll take a darker brown and I'll go in the crease just to give it more definition. I watched YouTube like, I don't know, since I was so young. It's like my go-to thing, and it's just so weird that I want to start now. I felt like I started way too late, but as I said, everything happens for a reason, and I think I was supposed to start with Greg. I was supposed to have this journey with Greg. He brought so much positivity into my life. I don't know where I'd be without him. I mean, I'm sure I'll be thriving, but he really brought a huge positivity into my life. I'm gonna go ahead under the eyebrow with a white cream color just to pop those brow bones. I'm gonna move on to blush. It is from Clinique and I actually stole it from my mother. So I like go into my under eye actually. I've seen people do this before and I just like kind of picked up on those techniques. I just feel like it brings more like color back into my skin. Add some to my chin and add some to the forehead. We'll then go ahead and add some mascara. I get my eyelashes done like once a year during my birthday. So excited. With this whole announcement we're having, it's gonna be a little insane. It really is, because I don't know how we're gonna do everything. And I'm so excited to tell you guys. I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. So moving on to lipstick. Oh, I want to go for something more natural, more nude, more browns. And for this, I see like Lori Harvey is really into that natural look. And I agree with her. Yeah, I think the last thing we need to do, setting spray. Let me show you guys the last result. So yeah guys, this is the final look. I put on a necklace and some earrings. But sometimes you don't need eyeliner, you don't need extra eyelashes, you just keep it simple. This is my interpretation and my twist on Lori Harvey's inspired makeup. Thanks guys for watching.